It is time for some football. Welcome into Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, a pair of NFC West rivals set to do battle. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
Please welcome your 2026 Seattle Seahawks.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And away we go on Sunday Night Primetime. Blake Corum now to return it. And he dodged the tackle. This makes it up to the 25. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear in the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run for Williams. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Rams have the first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Stafford from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Give to Williams from the gun. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Finds the in route complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. On first down, here's Stafford. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Williams now on 1st and 10. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Sanford. That is an LA touchdown. The Rams finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out to one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? A former number 3 overall pick coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
He was a comeback story that nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming. But he paired with head coach Kevin O'Connell, threw a whole bunch of touchdowns in Minnesota. Remember, Kate, he was an MVP frontrunner early last season. Exactly why the Seahawks targeted him, wanted him, and now have him in the fold.
Brought in right side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Cox, Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. And again, it's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Complete to Jake Bobo. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Darnold. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Incomplete.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And 4th and 4 coming up.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, but that's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. And with the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur, and you might even hear a few boo birds.
And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
14 yards. And the Rams, first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Stafford now on first down. Short pass brought in. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Now we'll run here with Blake Corum. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Here's Stafford. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Third and long for him here. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself, third and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense, well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Darnold looking to throw. Escapes. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
At the 17.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on second down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Here's Darnold to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Darnold with it on third and short. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. I'm bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Play fake. Darnold. Finds a man, right side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd down now. They need 7. Still sticking with the passing game. Here's a screen now for Walker. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and just 2 to go. Big play pushes them beyond midfield. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. They got 21 yards on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Darnold off the play action. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Roger McCreary on the coverage.
Darnold now to throw. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he's going to get down safely. Picked up close to 6. Nice call on his part there, but it does leave them now with a 3rd down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Throwing here, Darnold. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 7 yards on that pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. It's dropped underneath. Walker. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll throw. 3rd and long. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. One touchdown and one interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First down throw here for Stafford. Catch made the right side by McCullough. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Up the gut they go with Williams. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Up to the ground by Nick Eamon-Wari.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So through some pretty blatant interference, he found a way to make the catch for the first down, Brock, and they can decline that penalty.
You know what you don't find in the NFL, Kate? You don't find receivers that aren't hungry. When that ball's in the air, they want to eat, and they will fight, and they will scratch, and they will claw through contact to make sure they get their touches.
Running it after the penalty. He's still going at the 30. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Running right side. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Los Angeles.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's in for the touchdown. The Rams get 6 more on their early advantage. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Revis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams drive their lead to 11.
14. Seahawks 3.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Derek Young to return this. Making some progress here. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. To the sound of the collective 12th man, here comes the Seattle Seahawks offense for its next drive, Brock. And in a nod to these fans wearing their alternate gray and green rivalry jerseys for this week's game. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Now an inside give to Walker. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got 3rd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. And the defender's there to knock this away, and that effort means it's 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyren Williams again. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Hits him on the out route. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 31. This one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. The scoreboard reads 14-3. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Straight ahead with Williams. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Going left side, and Williams with it. That one only good for a couple. It's 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them Well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Stafford from the gun. The tight end makes the grab. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because you throw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spot. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
19 yards. That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Running with Walker again. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. Now Darnold. Setting up the screen. Shoots away from one. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
One of the tight ends motioning left. 1st and 10. Darnold. Dumped off to his running back. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Dime coverage from the Rams as they get prepped for this 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He lofts it deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
51 yards, the gain on the play. That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for 2nd down. Here's Darnold to throw. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. From the gun, Darnold. Looking for someone. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This one from an even 40 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Corum now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now Stafford to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
A run with Williams. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
All set to go now from the 35. First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Ooh, got him close to the line to gain. Down to the 25, 3rd and maybe a yard.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
third and a lone yard coming up. Trying to sneak with Stafford. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. One, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me, and I think many, scratching our heads.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Mevis able to knock it through. And it's now a two-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Young on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is second and 2. On the draw, it's Walker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
That's good.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Walker on first down. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Thrown back, it's the handoff. They cobbled together a yard there. That tackle made by Kobe Turner.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Darnold looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. And they're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on the couch watching at home wondering, why? How do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast and the execution so high for that offense to get a big-time run.
There's a dive up the middle. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Listen, everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Has it in close. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 1-score game in the first half. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to 4.
17. Seahawks 13.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Whittington now on the return. Escapes a defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. It looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Sending the tight end in motion left. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be just 1 step away from that 1st down. They haul him down near the 31.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He's going to keep this one. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. And the Rams, 1st down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
Stafford now on 1st down. Roll left side, taken in by Adams. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
It's going to be 2nd and 3 when we return from our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. 2nd and 3 now. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. He's got Smith. And no 1st down here. He's up to the 42-yard line. Another half yard, and he'd have had it.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Dive play straight ahead. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 3 yards. That's
Calm,
good.
cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused and executing the play in front of them.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Throwing now, Stafford. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Stafford to throw again on second. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on third down. They'll air it out on third. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Rams have the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down now, ball at the 33. Stafford's going to throw once more. Completed to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Now Stafford again. Into traffic, complete. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Mevis able to knock it through and add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You could take all the time down, put points on the board, and maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He'll throw it. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Shaheed now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Seattle offense who's going to be out there first. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. The third quarter's going to start with a run by Walker. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. It's Walker on the option. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 4 there. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Give him 24 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
But give up the gut to Walker. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
17 more yards. That's another Seahawks first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
1st and goal. Here's Walker. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Now Darnold off the play action. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Have to come up with an unlikely 15 here on 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. defensive. They've got a first down here. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal. Walker does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Need hardly anything here. Second and inches. They'll send him up the middle. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Back to the 3 after that last play. It's third and goal. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks tie this game up. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Corum now on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Rams headed out to the field now. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That one hits for 30. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Rams have the first down.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Kate, I think I can even feel it up here in the booth. You feel this offensive line just gaining confidence. When you get chunk run after chunk run in this league, boy, those big guys say, feed the run game.
He works it down to the edge of the red zone. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Play action now for Stafford. Oh, he shovels it forward, complete. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
All plays on the table here for third and 3. And going in motion here. Stafford now on third down. He finds Adams, complete. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down, and they've got themselves a first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Williams will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Hits his running back. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams grab the lead on their first series of the half. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7.
Seahawks 20.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Young on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seahawks and this running back headed back out for a new series. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. His charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Running with Walker again. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though. Didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, third down coming up.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
He tries to sneak it, and his short game gets them a new set of downs.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on third down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Now an inside give to Walker. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
At the 36-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. From the gun, Darnold has him on the quick hitter. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. And he didn't need much after making the recovery, did he? A step or two forward, and he gets him the first down anyway. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. First and 10 from the 32. Throwing here, Darnold. Dumps it off to his running back. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense getting him down behind the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. He is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Darnold now to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
15 yards. That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, Darnold. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the third. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks bring it back to even.
27.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Corum now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
They've got first down here from the 36. Another run for Williams. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Stafford from the gun. Hits him on the out route. Fights his way through a tackle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them can throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Stafford from the gun, 3rd down. So this one on the defense.
That's interference. Defense.
So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
And this is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a 3rd down conversion via penalty.
He's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Corum straight ahead. We hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams take a 3rd quarter lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7.
Seahawks 27.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Shaheed now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He was taken down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
All right, here we go. Second down. On the draw, it's Walker. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
The Rams into the dime. Third down coming. Third and long for him here. Here's a screen now for Walker. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. Fourth down coming up.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. His work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. He's got a man left. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
On second down, a run with Williams. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
From the gun on third down. Completed over the middle. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. Fourth down. We've reached the end of the third on Sunday Night Primetime. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. The Rams are set to punt. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out at, I'd call it about the 12-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Walker off his own read. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Design bootleg here. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll come up on first and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. It's caught, Varner. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. It's Walker on the give. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
He's going to keep this one. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That's a short gain of 1. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 32. On with the quick pass out wide. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Walker now from the gun. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Got to keep this one and go. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
Certainly dropped these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage. But I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the 1st down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
Walker on 1st down. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. This time it's a passing play. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They're out now, ready to punt it. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyren Williams again. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Williams on the carry. And 2 yards all he can get since third down.
The tackle by Leonard Williams. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Stafford to throw. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. On the handoff, this is Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 47-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. On the play fake, here's Stafford. That one complete to Higbee. And he's out of bounds behind the line, so that's going to add a couple yards on to this third down.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. It kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They'll throw 3rd and long. Catch made to right side by Nakua. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fourth down, here's Stafford. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And the huge conversion gets them a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set to go now from the 35. They toss to Williams, headed right. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Well, equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long. And that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Puka Nakua. And that brings up 4th and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
The Rams are set to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. problem is on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
2nd and 10, Darnold. Dump off, caught by his back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Rams going nickel here on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. That's Cup on a slant. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A gain of 15 there. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And this one does not go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's across midfield into Rams territory.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh no, the ball is loose! But it looks like someone from the Seahawks got on top of it, and they'll get it back. Their punter making his way out now. Michael Dixon will kick it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember. But as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. L.A. bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Stafford finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now. Quick throw to the left is complete. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford completed over the middle. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
2nd and 3 now. Now it's Williams. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 5 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up second down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Give to Corum from the gun. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. And any more of those as they trail by a score. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
He's back to throw. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. A run with Williams. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Now I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Throwing out to the left, Cup! And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Rams leading by 7. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. Offense to the line for second down. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here, 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams double their lead to 14.
Seahawks 27.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Young on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense running out now. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a two-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be sky high right now.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. Here's a screen out for Walker. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now Darnold. Short pass brought in. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, spot's at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Throwing now. Connection made to Shaheed. And they'll have the 1st down, but we're inside of 20 seconds to play now. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
1st and 10, Darnold. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. And again, it's Darnold. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest. Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing that one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So, yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Rams are winners as we say so long